Call Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem Rakah, Kodash, and don't want us to apostles and elders of great millstone, and peace and taste of the Hakim doing his work in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. And I want to do this lesson on this article that I found on the economic collapse. This is a website that posts, different articles, mainly focusing on America. It's like it, mainly focusing on Babylon and the economic, toil and the debt, you know. So it goes into, the rioting, the state of the economy, just all kinds of different good articles, on this site. Let's see, 30,000 quakes in 4 months. We'll show you that, this guy's a Edomite, from what all I know. You know, this guy's a Edomite, and these guys are doing, more watching and more warning, than some of you Jakes out there, man. What does Esau have to look forward to, man? Nothing but seeing his own society, collapsing and ultimately, him going into captivity, so how much more, should the men of the Lord, be watching, man, you know, being that we know that this kingdom is gonna be over with, and after that, we're gonna dwell, in our kingdom, man. Because some of these Edomites are outdoing you, Jakes, man. You Jakes that in these camps, you ain't doing no videos, you ain't staying up and current. You telling your congregations to take the vaccine. You have Edomites out here giving better advice than you men in Israel, man. And the Most High is ultimately gonna shut up your mouths, man. As the scriptures say. But it says a nation divided shall surely fall. And the scriptures go into that. It says it is often said that a house divided will surely fall. And this guy, he Edomite. So he's not spiritual. He don't know, where that saying actually comes from, man. It comes, directly from the scriptures. Okay. It says, it is often said that a house divided will surely fall. And the same thing cannot be said for the United States as a whole. It says if there is anything that this election has made clear, it is the fact that there is little hope of healing the very deep divisions that exist in our country. There ain't gonna be no healing. Okay, Joe Biden came out and said he wanted his election to be his term to be filled with peace and everybody coming together on both sides of the bipartisans, and that's not gonna happen, man, because what did Yahweh Shai said? He said it's gonna be divided even to the household, man, to the mother and the daughter, to the father, to the son, to the husband, and to the wife. Okay, so there's gonna be divisions everywhere, man. All right, and there's nothing you can do about it. It says most of those on the political left absolutely hate those on the political right, and most of those on the political right absolutely hate those on the political left. But it isn't as if the two opposing sides are even united. It says the radical left is absolutely disgusted with moderate Democrats such as Joe Biden and is very much looking forward to the day when that progressive revolution finally triumphs in America, man. And that's that freaky New World Order society, man. All right, the far left is with it. All right, they're with these sodomites. Okay, they're with the chip. They're with everything, man. They're the go along to get along crew. You know, a bunch of weirdos and freaks. That's your Hollywood types. And your what you call your liberals. It says, meanwhile, the right is hopelessly divided into countless political, religious, and economic factions. Right, exactly, because the right. So like, y'all, let me go get my charger real quick. Okay, so like it says it says meanwhile the right is hopelessly divided into countless political, religious, and economic factions, and there is endless conflict between conservatives that are pro-Trump and those that are anti-Trump, man. And that's a division within a division within a division, man. Because brothers actually, when you go into it, brothers are actually, we lean to so-called, conservative, man, because the scriptures, man, are the most conservative laws, statutes, and commandments, on the planet Earth, man. You know, the right actually does, get some things right, man. The traditional, what a traditional family is, a husband, a wife, and children, and that's for the most part, a lot of America um, was mainly right uh, through its evolution. America was seen as the conservative right part of the country. You know, well, part of the world. And that's when everything was flourishing, man. America had a bit of order. Men ruled over the household, women stayed at home, children were more servient. Way more submissive. The women were way more submissive. And men were men. You know, and that's the thing that men can agree on, man. And all of it goes back to the scriptures, man. Being masculine, being a man is in the scriptures, man. Okay, it's all the scriptures are all about that, you know, and that's why some of these guys agree with us, even these so-called far right guys agree, what I'm saying, with some of the things that the Hebrew Israelites, have to say, man, you know, because men in general are getting tired of being having to bow and bend the knee to this goddamn woman, man, you know, and that's the society that this devil, wants to create, man. It says over the past 30 years, not much has actually gotten done in D.C., but what little has been accomplished has almost always involved more spending, more debt, and more socialism. You just had that that stimulus bill passed today, okay, giving out the $600 checks, which show what your government thinks about you, and they're gonna give you a $600 stimulus check, okay, and then they're gonna beef up the unemployment again. Okay, and that's going to contribute to more debt, you know. And a lot of people don't know that. They think um, that you can just print money out of thin air and nothing's going to come of it. These stimulus bills are going to cripple, the United States and the world economy. It says one of the reasons why the United States became such a great nation is because originally we were united by a core set of values and principles, and those values and principles that this devil established, came out of the scriptures, man. You know, but this devil, manipulated the truth, man. But even that little bit, that they did, steal from the scriptures, it was enough, to have a so-called moral and productive society, man. Because they went by, the most popular laws, man. Be good unto your neighbor, and be good to your brother. Contribute to your to your community, just being a so-called, what I'm saying, good person, as you would say, and that's what the scriptures was, that's what they got out of the scriptures, these damn devils, man. It said in the beginning everything was about faith, family, and freedom. Our notions of right and wrong were defined by the Christian's faith. The, partly, what I'm saying, partly, man. All right, some of their notions, came out of the scriptures, man. All right, but the most of the laws that they read, most of the bullshit that they put on the books is not based on the scriptures, man. You know, they say the family was the most important institution in our society, and early Americans were desperate for freedom after experiencing deep oppression over in Europe. But now we have completely abandoned all of that. The Christian faith has been relentlessly pushed to the fringes of public life. The traditional family unit is mocked with rampant sexual immorality, while rampant sexual immorality is celebrated all over America, and with each passing day, our freedoms are being eroded even more. You know, and that for Esau to be saying that, that just shows you that it's over, man. You know, everybody is seeing, what the hell is going on, over here in America, man, and it's disgusting. It's filthy, man. To to see you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, in these conditions, seeing you engage with each other like savage beasts, it's disgusting, man. That like this guy said, while rampant sexual immorality, man. What is the sexual immorality, man? Women being whores, okay? These damn sodomites, okay? Everything, man. All right, everything that's sexual here in America is immoral, man. Okay, they turn sex into something you put on a billboard, all right, or something that you sell. It's a At this point, our Constitution has essentially been relegated to being just a piece of paper that sits in the National Archives. It has been trampled on over and over again in recent years, and the courts do not seem to care. There was another part. Going into the election. Our Constitution was made only for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. It say today the American people are neither moral nor religious. Instead, we have evolved into an idiocracy that is dominated by power hungry control freaks. Yeah, and that is what you see, man. These Nancy Pelosi's, these Mitch McConnell's, these talking head dudes, all these Chris Christie, I think that's his name, Chris Christie. You got Maxine Waters, you got the chick from the AOC, the Northern Kingdom chick. It's all a show, man. It's a big idiocracy, man. It feel like you're watching a damn sitcom, when it comes to these politics, man. But as goofy and silly as it is, this is gonna lead to blood, being spilled in the streets, man. This division, okay. But this is I'm gonna help Esau out, man, because I know, he done heard it somewhere in the scriptures, or he done heard it in the Christian church. But Esau ain't got no clue, man. This is Matthew chapter 12 and verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Okay? So Yahushua is saying that every kingdom against itself is brought to desolation, man, because there's no cooperation. Okay? You got two sides going in two different directions, man. How is that going to work? It ain't going to work. Okay? And these are the signs of a decrepit and a kingdom that's about to be made desolate. All right. You got the guy, hey man, this Edomite he barely know the scriptures, man, and he know that there's something going on, in America, man. He knows that this division, is a bad thing, to his kingdom, man. All right, because he's an Edomite. All right, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Okay, so guess what, man? Your kingdom is almost up out of here, Esau. Okay. Verse 26 is saying, if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And his kingdom won't stand, man. Esau's kingdom will no longer stand. He's gonna be put, in captivity, man. But this is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of man, the basis of men, And that's why Esau gets so proud and well, we 1776 and we forged the Constitution and all this bullshit. Man, just like this Edomite said, in his article, okay, y'all got y'all morality, all right, your your identification of how would you say it, like how do they say it, man? Damn. Your God-given rights, your identification of that all came from the scriptures, man. Okay? The Most High gave you a little bit, man. He gave you a little bit just so you could stand your caveman ass up, and run a strong and mighty nation, because America was the hammer, or still is, the hammer of the whole earth, man. Okay? So the Most High put that in you, man. You didn't do it yourself, man. You a damn a beast, okay? And you're gonna see that, when your kingdom goes down, man, and you in the kingdom of heaven, you're gonna see the true state, of an Edomite, man. But since the Most High dusted this devil off, and put him in the suit, he's full of pride, man. And ain't none of these other nations ever been as proud, as this damn devil, which is Esau, man. Okay? This is Psalm chapter 50 and verse 16. But unto the wicked the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, man? And I'm directing this to this Edomite that wrote this article, man. Okay, because he going into how America was a Christian nation and this and that and all that. Yet you had the chosen people of the Most High power here in captivity, man. So the same book that you was out there teaching, all right, and mangling the scriptures. Okay, you had those people of that book in captivity, man. Okay, and you haven't declared the Most High statutes, man. Okay, you didn't establish a land Sabbath. Okay, you didn't establish the Sabbath day. Okay, you didn't do any of that. All right, you ain't putting adulterers to death. All right, you're not doing that, man. You're not putting whores to death. All right, you're not taking care of your crops. How the scripture tell you to. You ain't supposed to be mingling seeds. All right, creating GMOs. Okay, so Esau can kick rocks. With that. We started off as a Christian nation and all that, man. You know, it say, or that thou shouldest take it my covenant in my mouth, seeing thou hast hated instruction and casting my words behind thee, man. And that's what this devil did. Okay, he hates instruction, man. What did Cain do? All right, when Cain was supposed to bring a sacrifice, all right, a meat offering, all right, of one of his firstborn, all right. What did this devil do? Okay, he brought some greenery, all right, some shrubs to the Most High power, man. Are you out of your damn mind, man? But that's what scripture say, seeing thou hatest instruction, man. This is a rebellious, prideful bastard, man. And it say, and casting my words behind thee. When thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Okay? They say, thou hast given thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue framed deceit. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself, man. And that's why you had this Edomite in this article. Oh, we was God blessed America, and we was Christians and Baptists and all this, and we looked after one another. No, 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 no. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such a one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes, man. So your ass is gonna be reproved, man. And Israel is gonna be set before your eyes, man, as the true Israelites, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? And that's gonna be a beautiful day. All right? Esau thought he was the one, man. Thought he was Neo. This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay? And that's what this devil has done. Okay? He had the book. All right? Esau has had access to these scriptures for a very long time, man. Okay? He got the original text. All right? You seen the pedophile priest during Trump's inauguration brought out the apocrypha, so they know what the scriptures is, man. Okay, but yet they still decreed unrighteous decrees, man. All right, allow you to get fucking abortions. All right, allow these these mass drug organizations and criminal organizations to run and flourish. Okay, that's what this devil did, man. This devil protects pedophiles, man. You know. But it say, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. And what will ye do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far? Okay, what are you going to do in that day of visitation, Esau? When Yahweh comes on that cloud, man. All right, think about that, Esau. But I pray this as an edifying call out. Yahbashim Yahshua, Bashim Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace salutation to the Hakim doing his work in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. Shalom.